Hello and a warm welcome. My name's Rupert Hoodruff, and today I'd like to tell you a little bit about the 2022 Hurun China Philanthropy List. So this is a list of the biggest philanthropists in China, those who actually donated more than 100 million RMBs worth of philanthropy over the last year. That's the equivalent to about 15 million US dollars. And what's quite fun is that we've been doing this list now for 19 years. So pretty much from day one when we started doing the China Rich list, telling the story of the Chinese economy through the stories of the most successful entrepreneurs in China, we started also looking at philanthropy. And we really tried to encourage some of these top entrepreneurs to think about doing philanthropy and giving back to society, I suppose, in that way. And this list, over the course of the years, has had quite an impact. And we've seen the philanthropists actually also grow in line up to a point with wealth creation in China. Although really pretty much in China, like in the rest of the world, philanthropy has not kept up with wealth creation. It's pretty difficult to do philanthropy in a very, very effective way. And also people are making money in many cases so fast, it's harder to give it away in time with sort of making the money at the same time. So, and this year's list, let me give you sort of a few introductions as to what it is. So we found we found 49 individuals who donated more than 100 million RMB, as I said, the equivalent of more than 15 million US dollars, of which 4 made billion-dollar donations. That's actually the first time we've had that many on the list at all, and it's the first time that we've had that many billion-dollar donations over the last year. And this might perhaps be linked to the common prosperity theme that was put out recently in the last year or so. And we had 3 of the internet tycoons, and that's Liu Qiangdong or Richard Liu from JD.com. We got Wang Xing from Meituan, and we've got Lei Jun from Xiaomi. And they're the 3 big internet tycoons who then pretty much, as soon as the common prosperity theme came about, they made more than $1 billion donation of their share value actually at the time. And then one more was the founder of Anta, which is a sportswear company, who also took shares worth over $1 billion US dollars and put them into a charitable foundation. And so they're the big 4, if you like, this year. One of the things that struck me very much is when you look at where people make donations to in China. And this has been consistent throughout the last 20 years almost. Number one donation or cause, if you like, the preferred cause of these top philanthropists has been education. And we found that 17 gave to universities, or that's the biggest cause, if you like. So Wuhan University managed to raise more than 200 million US dollars from the people on the list. Another one in Henan, in Nanjing, various other universities, they managed to, normally on an anniversary, so the 100th anniversary or the 110th anniversary and so on and so forth. Anniversaries is a very good time for universities to raise money. And the number 2 cause this year was actually disaster relief. In Henan and in Shanxi provinces, there were floods, and a lot of the entrepreneurs chose to donate to support those the rescue efforts and the rehabilitation efforts post floods. So that was the second cause. And then the third cause is actually sort of the regeneration of the rural economy, which is a big policy at the moment. So it's to try and help local rural development and rural areas to develop better. So that was the number 3 cause. What's curious actually, there's been a big study put out by Tencent on their, they call it the 9th of the 9th Charity Day. And they found that the preferred donation destination or cause, if you like, of normal people, not the millionaires and the people that we're talking about on our list, was actually giving to rural economic development. So just to give you a flavor as well. Half the people on the list this year, they donated directly from their own pocket. Half donated through their companies. Now, if they donated through the companies, for the calculations of this list, we multiplied by the shares that they own in that company. And that's how we came up with it. When we looked also, about 8 of them this year have got their own foundations, and others sort of donate through universities or through direct to causes themselves. And the average age of the sort of philanthropist was just under 60, and 11 of them are either delegates to the CPPCC or members of the NPC, they're the sort of senior political advisory bodies. And there's other stories like, for example, Xu Jiayin, the chairman behind Evergrande, the troubled property developer. He's been on the philanthropy list for the last 18 years, but this year, probably because of the troubles, he's not on the list. And so just to give you a flavour. Anyway, well, look, there you go. This is it. The idea behind this list is to highlight some of the stories of the top and biggest philanthropists in China today. The stories of these people really tells the story of what's going on in philanthropy today. And I very much hope that you can get some insights from the stories of these people. And thank you very much indeed. And keep watching. We'll be there, hopefully, for the 20th year next year. All right. Bye-bye.